The Lord is my shepherd. The Lord is our shepherd, and we shall not want. Dear viewers, you're welcome in today's program. We are here live at the Nelcom Studios and on our favorite program, Marriage and Others. By the special grace of God, I am your host, Pariola Chiatim, the wife of the General Overseer of the New Life Covenant Ministry, Apostle Mrs Chiatim. Accept greetings from our Father in the Lord, Apostle Mrs Chiatim, in Jesus' name. Yes, televiewers, you're welcome in Marriage and Others. In Marriage and Others, like we previously said, we bring you a lot of discussions that has to do with marriage and counseling about marriage. And because a lot of people are suffering in their marital homes. Last week we talked on maturity, marriage and maturity. So please, if you want to know and listen to more of this program and wonderful advice, please stay tuned and listen to our program, Marriage and Others, on Nelcom TV, and on Facebook, Apostle Mrs Chiatim, on YouTube, Nelcom TV. In today's platform, we are going to talk on a lot of things. And our main topic today is respect. Women, how to respect your husbands in your marital home. When I'm talking about respect, please, you guys should not take me to another level. I'm not talking about respect in foolishness. Oh. Please, respect, submissiveness. Ladies, let me tell you something. There is something I learned. If you want to be treated like a queen, you must treat your husband like a king. That means if you want your husband to treat you like a queen, you must know how to treat him like a king. Every man wants to be treated as a king in his home. My dear sisters, I know it's going to set a lot of marriages out there. That's why we came up with this program, Marriage and Others. People of God, my dear sisters, every man wants to be treated with respect, whatever background he's coming from. Please note, no man wants a woman that will bring his ego down. No man wants a woman that will bring his ego down. Wants a nagging wife in his house. So that's why we have a lot of women that their husbands are cheating on them today. Ladies, there is no man that wants a woman to bring down his ego, because men by nature have their position that God has placed them on that place. Ladies, no man wants a nagging wife beside him. That's why we see a lot of women today, their husbands are cheating on them because they are too nagging, because they lack respect, because they don't know how to respect their husbands. My dear sister, let me advise you on something. If you are that woman that talks a lot when the husband is talking, let me tell you, your husband can never pamper you. You have ego in you because you don't respect him. Let me tell you something. No matter how poor a man is, in his marriage, he wants to be treated like a king. No matter how short that man is, he wants to be treated like a giant. The challenge most women face today in their homes is that you don't know when to talk to your husband when he's angry. You just believe when your husband is angry. There are some things, let me tell you people something. In every home, listen to me, in every home, your husband, his position should be given as a king. So many of us women have placed our husband in a kind of how can I call it? You have put your husband in a category where you are minimizing him. You are limiting him. God created Adam before Eve. God created Adam before Eve. For you to know that God has already placed a man above you, woman. For you to be submissive in your house, for you to be respectful in your house, does not mean you are foolish, you are stupid. Foolishness and submissiveness, they are two different things. So let me take you to the book of 1 Peter. 1 Peter 1 verse 3. Wives, in the same way, submit yourself to your own husband, so that if any of them do not believe the word, they may they may be won over without words by the behavior of their wives. Your character, the way you behave as a wife to your husband. See, let me tell you something. I've counseled a lot of people that have come to me and told me that, Mama, my husband is not following me to church. My husband does not want to follow me to church. Let me tell you something. If you're a respectful wife, if you're a submissive wife, by your character, by your fruits, your husband, you don't need to convince your husband. By your character, by your fruits, your man will follow you to church. By your character, what you are doing, what you want that man to do, he will do it. By your character. It is clear now. That's what the Bible is saying. If you are submissive to your husband, don't misquote me from submissiveness and foolishness. Don't misquote me. Let me tell you all something. No man, I still repeat, no man wants a nagging woman in his home. No man wants a nagging woman in his home. Every man wants a woman that will treat him like a king in his own home. How many times have you cooked food and you present dish? You know, in us Africans, we know the way we serve our husband's food. You know that this pan is always there, that this plate, that these spoons, that this drinking cup, glass of drinking water. Let me ask you, when last did you treat your husband as such in his home, in his own home? When last did you cook a very delicious meal and present it in front of the table with his own plates, that only he himself is the one eating, with his own glass, his own spoon, that only him can eat from it? When last did you do that, my sister? When last did you come to your husband and kneel before him and pray to God that, oh Father, thank you for giving me this husband, no matter whatever he is? When last did you do that as a wife? The Bible makes us to understand that a wise woman builds her home, a foolish woman destroys it. You are a good thing that man has found. When last did you boost his morals? When last did you boost his financial status? You as a woman sitting there now, if they ask you, what have you chipped in your relationship or in your marriage, what will you say? It's not late to come to a man's house and give birth to children. No. Let me tell you, if you are a good woman, if you are a well-respected woman, if you want your husband to be respected by anybody, start giving him that respect in your own home. Start it inside your house. Treat him like a king. When you go to his job site, he must have had a lot of problems in his job site. He might have had a lot of kind of quarrels in his job site. When he's coming back home, he knows he is coming to his palace. He knows he is coming to his second heaven. That is his home. But a lot of you there, when he comes back home, instead of you to pamper your husband, instead of you to ask him how was his day, instead of you to talk to him in that respectful way, hey, Pajo, you don't come back. Now chop that for the go chop. Why will your husband not cheat on you now? Why will your husband not cheat on you? Because you lack the necessary manners it takes for a man to stay inside. If you want your husband to treat you like a queen, you need to treat him like a king. Let me tell you something. Inside a man, in a man, there are three characters inside of a man. There's a little boy that wants to come out and play. There is a king that wants to reign. Third, there is a lover that wants to come out. Those three things. If you know who your husband is, my dear sisters, your marriage can never have any problem. If you know that when my husband is angry, or my husband is angry with me in this situation, my husband is talking, he's talking to me. No man wants a husband, a wife, when he is talking, the wife is also talking. It's a lie. No matter if he is the one that's wrong, no man wants a woman, when he's talking, he's angry over something, even if he is the one that's wrong. When he's talking about that thing, you're also talking. Two drivers can never drive a car. Two captains can never captain a ship. It's only one. I keep saying that we women, we have a lot of power, but we don't know how to activate it. Me like this, so Pariola Chiatim. I'm cutting an example for my own self. See, I know when to talk to my husband and I know when not to talk to him. I know if I ask him, so I can. Women, we have powers, but we don't know how to exercise it. That's the problem. If you know what your man wants, my dear, you can never ever have problem. I'm not saying that problem will not happen in your marriage, because people are two imperfect people. Sometimes you agree to disagree. Sometimes there will always be conflict. But let me tell you something. As a woman, if you know yourself, you can never ask anything from a man and you refuse it, especially your husband in the house, and he refuse you. Do you know why? Sometimes you ask your husband something and he behaves as if he does not hear, because you don't know when and how to ask it. Know how to talk to him in a respectful way. Talk to him, my king, my love, my Lord. I remember when I talk to my husband, I call him my Lord. My dear, he will tell me which one, what do you want? Ask anything in this kingdom and it will be given unto you. Because I know how to talk to him. Because I know how to cajole him. Because I know what it means for a woman to be under a man. Don't be too nagging in your home. Don't be talking too much. Respect yourself. Respect your husband, and other people will respect him. When you start treating your husband like this, let me ask you, when you start treating your husband in this kind of respectful way, even no matter how evil that man is, you start placing you on a particular height, because you already know what you're capable of doing as a wife to him. Respect your husbands at home. That's why last week I said, for you to be mature in a marriage, it means whatever you see, that's what you're taking. Don't go outside because you and your husband are having problems today. You go outside and start gossiping. Gossip, gossip, gossip. You carry what you heard outside, you bring it in your marriage, you bring it inside your home. My dear Dumbo, your marriage is as good as deadbeat. Please, respect yourself in your marriage. Respect your husbands in your homes. Know the man is the head of the family. Let me take you to another Bible. Let me take you to the book of 1 Corinthians 11 verse 3. 1 Corinthians 11 verse 3. But I want you to realize that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is a man. For you to understand that God has already placed a man above a woman. That's why God created Adam before Eve. And Eve was made out of the rib of Adam. For you to understand how a man is biblically, give your husband's place in his home. Not everything that your husband is fighting, you guys are fighting, talking. Maybe your husband is shouting at you over a situation, and you two have to raise your voice. No. You should know when to you should know when to talk to your husband when he's angry. You should not be talking to your husband is raising his voice and you two are also raising your voice. That means you are two drivers driving a car, and that cannot be possible. It's only one driver that drives a car. Don't talk too much. When you're fighting or you're talking to your husband, I did not say fight will not come. I did not say problems will not come. They will come. But you should know when to talk and when not to talk. That's why some men today, they have anger. Because when they are talking, their wives are also talking. That's why men today, they are beating their wives. Because when they are talking, their wives are also talking. You know, women now, we want to show that we can talk. When you and your husband is talking, you're also talking. So let me tell you, men are like babies, but we don't know. Men are like babies, but you don't know. Women, they don't know. When a man is talking, oh, that's when I also want to show myself that I can talk. And you are angry over me, and you are the one who is wrong. Let him explain himself. Even in his bitterness, even if he's the one who is wrong, let him explain himself. Just give him the chance to explain. Because you, as a wife, you're under him. I'm not saying you're a slave, no. I'm not saying you're dull. I'm not saying you're stupid, no. When he finished explaining himself, please, at that time, when he's calm, go then to him. Explain yourself. Let him understand this is the reason why this happened. This was supposed to be like this. Not that when he's talking, you're also talking. You are the cause why your husband beats you sometimes. You are the cause why your husband has anger sometimes. Check yourself in your home. What am I doing to contribute? What am I contributing in this home to grow? Every man wants to be multiplied. Every man wants a woman that can multiply him. If you're a woman in your home and your husband's wealth, instead of it increasing and it's also going down, it's depreciating, my dear sister, you're not doing well. Then you're not a good manager, because every woman in a home is a manager. You are not a good manager. That's why the Bible says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. It means if the man has found you, it means you're a good thing that you're bringing something good in that man's life. What are you bringing good in that man's life? If you're a good manager of your home, your husband's wealth will not be the same. Your husband's bank account will not be the same. If it was 100,000, it will climb. If you're a good woman and you're a good manager in your home, your husband's account will climb from 100,000 to 1 million. If you're a good manager in your home. If you want your husband to be respected by anybody, you as a wife needs to start treating him with respect, ultimate respect. No matter how poor your husband might be, no matter how short your husband might be, let me tell you, no matter how poor your husband might be, in his home, he wants to be treated like a king that is wealthy. No matter how your husband is short, in his home, he wants to be treated like a giant. That's what it is. No man on this planet Earth wants a nagging wife. No man on this planet Earth wants a woman that will bring down his ego. No man on this planet Earth wants a woman that is disrespectful. If you are that kind of woman, that when your husband goes out and is coming back to his home and does not have peace, let me tell you something. You will not, your husband will not only cheat on you. You will see pepper like this. Because you are not respectful. You don't know when to talk to him. You don't know what to bring to him when he's sad. You don't know how to talk to him when he's angry. You don't know how to settle your problems when matters arise. Yes, viewers out there, we are on marriage and others. In marriage and others, we bring you a lot of topics. We have come to an end of this segment of the program today, marriage and others. Thank you all so much, and stay tuned to our platform. Stay tuned to Nelcom TV, and don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel, Nelcom TV. Follow us on Facebook, Apostle Marcel Chiatim Ministries. Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. Thank you for watching the program, Marriage and Others. Thank you. See you next week. Bye.